guys pulled it together tonight, missing so many people?
Yeah, I thought everyone, played great. We had lots of energy, and we got on pucks, got on the forecheck, and got the win.
What's your reaction to Morgan's suspension for you?
Yeah, I guess you didn't really know what to expect, going into it. Obviously, it sucks for us to lose him for that amount of time.
How happy were you to see Bobby have the success that he did tonight? Obviously, you guys worked real hard to get to this point.
Yeah, it's nice to see. A guy like that works hard every night and forechecks hard, plays hard to get rewarded. It's always nice to see that.
Considering that everyone you were missing, where does that first period rank for you guys this season?
First period, I thought it was pretty good. I'll have to watch it back. It's a long game, and I thought throughout the whole game, there's always going to be dips throughout the game, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Morgan has so much ice time. How did it divvy up tonight, and how do you feel you guys did moving pairings around?
Yeah, for the most part we just rolled them tonight, sometimes that's easier. Everyone gets their touches and gets on the ice and stays mentally and physically in the game.
What allowed the team to kind of overcome the loss of some pretty key guys and put together a very complete performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought we kept it simple. We had a good start, obviously, kind of took charge of the game and carried us through. I thought our speed, especially in the first period, was great, and we kept it simple, made hard plays, kept advancing the puck with slash support, and our support off the puck just kept beating their D end of the puck, frankly, and that set up our game for us.
What goes through your mind when you see a depth guy like Bobby McMann get a moment like that happen?
Yeah, I'm pumped for him. I mean, you hear a lot of stories, frankly, like that in the NHL of guys taking advantage of opportunity. And, Bobby didn't even know he was playing tonight, showing up to the rink today. And he goes out there and, comes up big for us. And it wasn't just Bobby. I think, frankly, you go up and down the lineup, everyone contributed. So it was really great to see.
What, if anything, was said when you guys realized who would be missing tonight, Morgan and John?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously everyone knew the big losses that those guys are, of course, a part of our team, but just to try to rise to the occasion and everyone just pitch in. Obviously, not one person's going to take the load of it, even though Bobby, frankly, kind of did tonight. No, I was super excited for him, and just excited for our group to have a complete performance like that.
What's your reaction to this?
What's the feeling in the room for a guy like Morgan getting 5 games and a clean sheet?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not going to sit here and bitch and complain about it. It sucks missing one of your leaders and one of your key guys for that amount of games. But we got one win for him here tonight, and hopefully we continue to carry that on.
Jake, obviously your face is taking a bit of a beating here. Is there any added frustration you can't seem to draw a penalty?
You guys are trying to get me to start complaining about the officials. I'm not going to do it, Mark. So I'm just going to continue keep putting a smile on my face and competing.
How challenging is it, like, when you're dealing with that on the bench? I don't know if there's a struggle to close it up there. What's it like?
You just deal with it and keep moving on.
What stood out about the performance of the team tonight?
Yes, we played some really good game. Yeah, I mean, like, we defensemen are hard. We play offensive, so it's really hard to. It's a great team win. It's a really good example for us.
What have you learned about Bobby McMann?
He's good player, yeah, we see a lot. He's working hard every day, and yeah, he stay with me a couple times after practice. He's do some shooting, I'm not surprised he scored 3 goals, he's have a lot of ice time today, and yeah, he's doing his work. I'm so happy for him, really important, especially for his confidence, yeah, and maybe, he's get some another level.
When did you know John and Mitch weren't going to be able to play tonight?
It's tough for us, yeah. It's not surprise with this guy's leadership group, but it's looking good how we get some all together. How we got some reaction for this. Yeah, okay, Michi and Michi, Morgan, Johnny is not playing, but different guys get some leader jersey, yeah, today, and get some moving forward for us.
What did that feel like, Bobby?
That's pretty cool. Dramatic call it with the pace of that puck sliding into the net. I didn't know if it had the right angle or what, but it was pretty cool to see it go in.
Are you a curler?
I did curl a little bit in high school, but not efficient. I'd probably be better with a puck than a rock.
Sorry, can you take us through sort of your day, like when you showed up this morning, you know, if you were in or out, and then to where you are right now at the end of the night?
Yeah, I basically anticipated that I was going to be out tonight based on the lineup in practice. Still trying to take care of business, still trying to take care of the body. You never know when you're going to be called upon, and I felt like I was ready this morning, and Kiefer let me know that some guys were sick and I'd likely be playing. So at that point I was like, okay, I'm going to go through my regular routine, and did just that.
Did it go whippy one whip shot maybe on your single? How did you see the second one?
Yeah, it was rolling a bit. I think it went off their D-man, just pushed off to get some space, and then just tried to put it on net because everybody says good things happen when you put it on net, and luckily it found a nice spot there.
It looked like you were having a laugh with Ryan Reeves after the third one. What did he say to you?
Just joking around, saying enjoy this one. Guys are saying this is the standard now. You gotta get 3 every game. So just all fun. Guys are happy with me, which I appreciate.
Just moments after, can you reflect on your journey, Bobby? I mean, you had 2 goals in your career, now you've got 5. Just to get to this point in this season, how you sort of moved up the lineup.
Yeah, I see it all as just a process. You got to enjoy the moments as they come, whether it's your first goal, or your first game, or the first 10 games or whatever. You just try and enjoy that, and then as you get more comfortable, I think you can try more things. You get a little bit more ice time, a little bit more trust with the coach, and then you just keep working because you know, like if you work on your skills and you get those opportunities, when those opportunities come, you're going to be ready for them.
What was the approach of the group coming into the game? Obviously expecting to be without Morgan, and then to find out John and Mitch weren't going to be available. How did the team approach the game?
Yeah, obviously those are huge holes. With Mo being out and what happened last game, I think the guys were fired up to show a response and get back at it, and it was nice we had one a couple days later, and I think we showed from the start. We played simple, but we played hard, and we took it to them, and we weren't going to let them dictate the game. We were going to dictate it ourselves.
You talk about the performance of your whole line tonight. You and another Westerner with Gregor doing it more.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are great to play with. They're both fast. They're both smart. I think we're very conscious of where we put pucks and get pucks behind the D and try and play in the offensive zone and trust that good things will happen. So I know Greggy's got great speed. Dave is so good down low, good on draws. Greg is great at carrying the puck, and I think we all just kind of build off each other and trust that we're going to be in good spots.
Your last half, Rich? Remember that?
Yeah, is it the Rochester one, I think? Yeah, with the Marlies.
Sheldon, you talked today about galvanizing performance. We didn't know about Marner and Tavares obviously at the time, but do you feel like you got that tonight, especially from the way you played?
Yeah, thought guys played well. You know, played a pretty simple game, which was required, especially once we got the lead. You guys to step up in different ways. I thought we had a lot of great efforts tonight, and then Bobby, of course, 2 huge goals for us, and a cool empty netter to finish it off. So yeah, terrific day, or terrific end to kind of a strange day for us, quite honestly. Just, with a lot of our lineup uncertainty and stuff like that. Bobby himself really didn't know he was going to play until he got to the rink here today. So Steve's was a very last-minute arrival for us and lineup change. So lots of things happening there. We had some other stuff behind the scenes. It was just other guys sick and trying to get them ready and guys battling through all of that. So all that considered, it was a really good effort.
Lessons that a player like Bobby might be able to take from where he was and is sort of on the cusp of the NHL, not sure where his next step's going to be, how he's gotten to this point.
Yeah, well, a night like this where like you look at his goals, is one, he wins a battle, attacks the net. Great finish. Second one, he's competing at the net front and then just kind of turns and fires it at the net. So you hope that kind of helps some confidence and help, make you feel like you belong in the league. But for a guy like Bobby, you want efforts like this and you want the goals to go in. But he's trying to learn to grab onto a role in the league, right? I mean, he can score. He's done that at the American League level, but it's been a challenge in the NHL. So if you're not going to score, which you're not going to get a hat trick every night. So you got to work on all the other things and do the other things really well. Be physical, be defensively responsible, be trusted, be able to kill penalties, like all things that can kind of keep you in the league. And, you know, different players figure that out at different times. He's, you know, is he 27 or 20 years old right now in his first year in the NHL? And he's trying to find his way within kind of a role here. And, you know, tonight's a great night to give him some confidence in life and you know, to kind of stay in the fight here for one of those jobs.
I'd imagine that the team had a fairly good idea of what Morgan was going to get, but just making it easier to digest knowing what it is now, 5 games without him.
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, there's some, that's just, you're able to be able to move on, you know, that you kind of get a sense of where it's at, and you're able to just move on. And probably more importantly, we just played a game here tonight, so it's that in itself. You're focused on the game, and you're kind of moving on. All that other stuff will you know, is playing out behind the scenes, and I think Tree will address you guys tomorrow and talk about it a little bit more from my perspective, and just focus on the hockey team.
When did you know Mitch and John couldn't go, and was it any way related to what Connor has 10 minutes?
We don't think it's related. No, entirely different. This is more flu-like stuff. John did not come to the rink this morning because through the night last night was not doing well, but he was sort of, you know, every 4 or 5 hours or so trying to give us an update of how he was doing. We were hopeful that he could push through it. He wanted to push through it to be able to play tonight, so we kept him available, which is sort of why Bobby McMann was told this morning to be ready, because we may need you, but you know, we didn't commit to him playing because we were hopeful that John was going to settle down a little bit. So it was around 4 o'clock that it was clear that John wasn't going to be able to go. So Bobby, being when he arrived, we let him know that he was going to be in. Mitch was really unexpected. That, you know, he got here. I didn't find that out about Mitch till about 4:30. When he got here, he started to not feel great, and a lot of his situation played out here, which is why the Steves, I don't think it was probably 4:45 or close to 5 o'clock that Steves was told to find his way here. So that was just in case Mitch couldn't go, and then it was very clear, you know, shortly after that Mitch was not going to be able to play tonight. So Steves was in, and then, like I said, we had a couple other guys that were, you know, it was either play them or play short, and then they kind of battled through it. They were not to the same degree as the others, and we were able to get them through the game.
What do you think of the work of Max and Nick?
Great. You're leaving out Bert, who I thought was also excellent on that line. Yeah, certainly with Max and Rob stepping up and playing, which is, I imagine, is why you asked, because they moved up tonight, had more responsibility, different matchups, all those things. I thought those guys were really good. I thought Max really took charge of the line. Yeah, the line was really good tonight. We did not get St. Louis's best here today. You know, I mean, that team's won 7 of their last 8 games. They've been kind of rolling through the NHL here, and we didn't get, I don't think they were at their best here tonight, but I thought from our perspective as a team, I thought, you know, there's certain parts in the game I would like us to do a better job with, but overall it's a pretty good effort all the way through our lineup, and those guys stepping up to play tougher minutes tonight and tougher matchups and such did a really good job.
And giving up only 15 shots and kind of keeping them to the outside, how does that give you some optimism going forward here for the next couple of games?
Yeah, sure. Like we were talking about this morning, I think, you know, Morgan coming out is one thing, and you lose John and Mitch, and then you're kind of, you know, moving things around a little bit there. The team looks different. You got to play a little bit different. Some of the mindset is different through it, and we get a lead early, so there was lots of reasons for us to just take the game, you know, take care of the game, and I thought it was a really good job. I thought we defended well. I thought their team is very dangerous off the rush and in transition, but I thought we did a good job of limiting especially their best people, who normally are quite dangerous offensively. But as I said, I don't think they on their side probably wouldn't say they had their best here tonight, but I thought we did a good job of not allowing them to get going in the game.